and it's inevitable that mistakes are going to happen. You can see here, this looks really gorgeous on the front, which is kind of the main part, which is where I thought it would hang. However, I forgot to drill the little thumb hole when I was making this one, so I drilled it late, and you can kind of see there that it's gone straight through the word. So this is what happens when you're not mass produced and you're doing everything by hand, and everything's an experiment. But I'm gonna just have a little go of taking the back off of this one because I really love the front. I can always paint over the back and move the word around. So I'm just gonna try to do that, see if I can fix it a little bit. What's that quote about there's no success without failure, or something like that? All right, so I'm ready to go down into the workroom to put some UV protection on these. And also, maybe I'll introduce you to the workroom. Ready? So don't get tricked in thinking that your creative time is just the time that you're actually physically making things, because in reality, your creative time is all of it. It's you researching what you want to make and putting the time aside to make the thing you want to make, putting the time aside to redo the thing when it doesn't work out how you want. And everybody goes through that. And then a lot of artists will just sit with that idea that it's not good enough, or it's not exactly where you want it to be, or it isn't the idea that you had in your head, or it's better than the idea you had in your head and it takes you to a completely different spot. That's the one I love the most. And you can kind of get addicted to that and hope that that happens all the time. And it doesn't always happen all the time. I have 100, that's a hyperbole, I have 5 other ideas for my wooden pendants. And I'm one of those people that when they are thinking of things to create, they just jump around from idea to idea, and sometimes don't always get things finished. So let me know in the comments below if that is you as well. I have several projects that are barely started. I have some silk painting, I have some cross stitch, I have some crochet, I have paintings, obviously, I have some woodwork, and I have a half renovated house. So I'm definitely calling myself out on that. But I do have a few more ideas about the wooden pendants because I'm really enjoying that kinesthetic learning, like working with your hands and making something, and then making something that you can wear, because I love the idea of having something that is unique and that I made myself, and I just love that idea so much, which I think is so opposite from the whole Temu, Shein kind of Amazon instant thing that we can get now. So I'm working on some other designs, and hopefully I'll share them with you in the upcoming vlogs. So make sure that you're subscribed and click the notification bell as well if you want to see that, and have a little hangout and do something, or watch somebody working through their creative process. I'm going to try to be as honest as possible in this vlog and just share with you some of the ideas. So let me share with you 2. I wanted to end the vlog, this kind of art diary. I wanted to share with you 2 works that I've been working on. I'm going to try to do that every time so that you can kind of see where my process is at as well. One of the works is finished and I'm really, really proud of it, and I've solved a lot of artistic problems, and the other one is not finished and I'm very unsure of it, and I wouldn't usually share it at this stage, but hey, let's try something new. I can't find it. Oh, because it's up here. I was getting really worried. I'm like, where is it? Hey, look at that. It looks so big, and then once it's on camera it looks tiny, and then I remember how big it is again. I absolutely loved painting this one. This one I am super in love with. It's all about how when you walk through the woods, which symbolically for me is your life journey, you are surrounded by the world and these colors. And in particular for this painting, it is that the colors that were once above your head are now at your feet. I get quite emotional thinking about it, but I absolutely love it. I was really going for that kind of contrast between somebody being very fairy tale like. I had a really kind of Little Red Riding Hood feel about the character when I was painting her, and I wanted it to be very crisp and muted in the colors, whereas everything else is kind of neons and impressionistic, and there's a little bit of different paint textures and things like that in there, just to kind of symbolize that out of worldly feeling that it feels like if you are journeying through your own experiences. So I love that one. So going from that one to this one over here, which I'm not, like I said, I'm not super confident with it. So let me just put you up here. Oops, sorry guys. And let me show it to you. So similar color palette. This is my usual color palette. Now for this one, I'm really experimenting with sitting with the artwork and not fussing with it once it's at a stage. So the autumn picture behind me probably took about 3 weeks, and this one has taken 3 weeks as well, even though it doesn't feel like it because I've had to sit with it. Remember, I was talking to you about the creative process not just being when you're actually putting the paint on the paper. The creative process is all that in between time as well. And I am a really fast painter, and so sitting with an artwork is not super comfortable for me, and I do something that I call wrecking the artwork quite regularly because I don't let it exist for long enough. So this one I was really trying to go, and I'm still in the process of understanding whether or not how I feel about this painting. And for this painting, I was really just trying to think about how I felt about it and trying to capture atmosphere. Trying again, like walking through the woods with the other painting, trying to capture everything that touches you that isn't the air but is the air at the same time. So I'm still working it out. Let me know what you think about that one, or what you think about both of them as well. I'd be really happy to hear your feedback and things that you connect with, things that you haven't thought of, or things that are important to you as well. I want this to be a really lovely upbuilding video where we can kind of dig into the comments and just work out that we're all going through our own creative journey.